You have a responsibility to seek to make your nation a better nation in which to live. You have a responsibility to seek to make life better for everybody.
Good afternoon. My name is Eve Bowen. As chairperson of the MLK Redeeming the Prophetic Vision Social Justice Award Committee, it's my pleasure to share with you why this award was created. The MLK Redeeming the Prophetic Vision project is a product of the conversation. Part of the event mission is to address social malaise in the redeeming of Dr. King's vision. To quote him, "Our only hope today lies in our ability to recapture the revolutionary spirit and go into a sometimes hostile world declaring eternal hostility to poverty, racism, and militarism." To highlight that revolutionary spirit of declaring eternal hostility to poverty, racism, and militarism, it was our decision to recognize and honor individuals who have given sustained, outstanding service to the cause of human rights and human dignity in the state of Washington. Individuals who had made significant impact, including such issues as scope and depth in improving life in the state of Washington and beyond, and have worked quietly, not demanding public attention or accolades or to gain an employment promotion. They are our unsung heroes. With that, the Social Justice Award was created and brought to fruition using guidelines to nomination and selection of nominees. The 2022 Social Justice Awardees are as follows. First is Andretta Armstrong. Miss Armstrong, a lawyer, mentor, manager, and justice entrepreneur, has spent her life animating spiritual principles to support people who are discarded at the extreme margins. As the city's human rights manager, Andretta has used her platform as a lawyer, a natural leader, to empower her team in the cause of housing and employment justice. Those seeking help from discrimination receive the leveling impact of law and advocacy from Andretta personally and from her team collectively. Andretta brings love and mindfulness to clients and staff and imbues each with a sense of inherent value. She provides wisdom and guidance through her words. In addition to her management role, Andretta serves as the executive sponsor of the city's Women of Color Affinity Group. Each of these women receives her deep care and attention. In the 1980s, Andretta refined her vision after working with inmates, studying at Pierce College at McNeil Island Correctional Center. She developed a business to build a support system to create sustained housing for these individuals and others. This led Andretta and her spouse to establish the One Group, devoted to providing housing and life coaching support for people transitioning from the Department of Corrections, or perceived to have undesirable rental histories, or suffering from a history of mental illness, or be dealing with other outcomes of systemic oppression. That business now thrives. Residents in her numerous rental properties can depend on high-end living environments, along with life and career coaching opportunities, and a sense that their lives and futures matter. We advance this nomination on behalf of Andretta Armstrong with a glad, unanimous heart.
Thank you so much for this award. I really appreciate it. Specifically, I want to name the Office of Equity and Human Rights with the city and the conversation, the selection committee. More than 60 years ago, my parents packed up their 4 children and came from where we call the belly of the beast, Mobile, Alabama, to the promised land, Tacoma, and for a better life for their 4 children. This award really speaks to this life being a better life, and there were opportunities. And I've been working to increase the quality of folks' lives here in Tacoma ever since. So thank you.
Next, Darren Moore, Bonita Moore, and their granddaughter Mariah founded Native Daily Network in early 2016, just before the Standing Rock Sioux Tribe's fight against the Dakota Access Pipeline. Using videos and written accounts, Native Daily Network documents social issues affecting our indigenous relatives. Being descendants of the Hunkpapa Lakota Nation, Sitting Bulls tribe, they all devote their lives and energy to advocate for the environment, tribal treaty rights, and tribal sovereignty. Darren and Benita coined the term water protectors and are part of a global family working to heal Untsi Maka, Grandmother Earth All Life. As quoted from their website, through trial and tribulation and since time immemorial, we have retained an ancient understanding. Our way of life provides workable solutions to modern problems. Darren, Benita, and Mariah are veterans of frontline activism. They started their activism at the methanol resistance rallies in Tacoma, Washington. The No DAPL resistant camps at Standing Rock Sioux Tribe, they organized several no liquefied natural gas rallies and organized prayer vigils to protect Mother Earth. They produced a film documentary, Ancestral Waters, to highlight the injustices to the Puyallup tribe treaty rights with Puget Sound Energy's liquefied natural gas refinery. This documentary has been used and screened in universities and schools all over the region. Again, I quote, "We believe that our indigenous communities are the key to a sustainable future."
To earn the appreciation and belief of those in our extended community is something that we are beyond grateful for, and we promise that we will work every single day to make good on your faith in us.
And next, Les Pogue. Les Pogue has been a strong and clear voice for equity in Tacoma for years. He is a father and a role model for many. Les has organized events, both large and small, to listen to community needs in areas of housing, food, racial, and environmental justice. Here are a few ways he impacts others. He met with Hilltop community members and affordable housing residents to discuss their needs. He served on the Education Committee for the Black Collective organization. He organized social gatherings in Hilltop for children and their families to listen, play music, and share stories. He has been a guest speaker at several events like Northwest Detention Center, Black Lives Matter, environmental justice, racial justice, and more. And he's also marched to support the Puyallup Water Warriors in their effort to stop Puget Sound Energy's liquefied natural gas refinery. Les works to bring to the forefront both local and national injustices about how corporations are licensed to pollute the land, air, and water at the expense of Black and brown communities. The voices of community members left behind are dear to him, and he listens to them with an open heart.
Much love and respect to the conversation and the folks that were involved in giving this award for social justice work in Tacoma. I do this work on the backs of my ancestors and the shoulders of the folks who were here before me. My father, Lester Clarence Pogue, and in honor of my Aunt Sally, I received this award in acceptance along with all the other folks that do this work in trying to make a more better and just world. Peace, love, and liberation, and respect to the Puyallup tribe.
Next, Karen Vargas. Karen Vargas is founder and director of Living Life Leadership, a youth mentoring program with the New Life Community Development Agency in Kitsap County. She founded Kitsap Equity, Race, and Community Engagement, a collection of organizations and community members working for racial equity in Kitsap County. She is a trained facilitator for the Strengthening African American Families program and co-chairperson of the Multicultural Advisory Council for the Bainbridge Island School District. She is founder of the Living Arts Cultural Heritage Center in Bremerton. She has advocated for youth and their families in our Kitsap schools and community for over 25 years. She has organized many Kitsap community events such as 9/11 SOS, Celebration of Hidden History, Healing Our Land, Healing Our People, and the Weaving History Celebration. She is a past recipient of the Linda Gabriel Award for Human Rights and the Woman of Achievement Award, among other honors, and is an ardent human rights and civil rights advocate.
Well, thank you. This is such an honor to be given the Martin Luther King Award, but I also have to thank all those that have labored alongside of us during this time. That would be Dr. Dexter Gordon, Dr. Dina Runger from our Evergreen family, and our Kids Up E-Race Coalition that have labored so tremendously to move race equity forward in civil rights and human rights in our county. And again, I just want to say thank you. Thank you. It's such an honor to receive this award.
And last but not least, Paul Chiocton Wagner of Redmond is a member of Saanich First Nations and has been speaking out on social environmental issues since he was a boy. He's a strong advocate of ancient ways and teachings of the Circle of Life. In 2013, Chiocton assisted with Idle No More rallies and actions in Seattle, as well as speaking at them. In December 2015, he was honored to speak alongside Jill Stein and Deborah Parker at the Conference of the Parties 21 Climate Talks in Paris. After participating in the Seattle to Standing Rock canoe journey in late August 2016, he and volunteers built tarpie shelters, 88 tarpies so far, gifting them to Indigenous water protector families. Chiocton formed Protectors of the Salish Sea, an Indigenous-led organization dedicated to ending the era of fossil fuel in our Salish Sea. In 2019, Protectors occupied the front steps of the Olympia State Capitol for 8 months, pressuring the government to declare a climate emergency. Currently, Protectors are creating a tribal youth canoe alliance. Chiocton has organized numerous walks and rallies, co-authored the Tokatai Salish Sea Whale Sanctuary Proclamation to recognizing our Salish Sea as a whale sanctuary to save our wild salmon and orcas from extinction.
O siyam nashtila cha siyam Chiocton sinasnat chilayt sanat Husainich. I'm Chiocton from Saanich, and I'm here giving gratitude for this award for Martin Luther King and all the work that he's ever done, giving gratitude for all of the work that our ancestors have done to keep this world well, to keep our families well, our communities well, and to keep ourselves well inside of our sacred places, our Hachusada, our Natsamat, sacred places that we keep these teachings so that we can bring them to this world and have a good future for our children. OCM, Haiska, many Haiskas.
Let's congratulate and celebrate these 5 wonderful awardees. Thank you.
Well, life for none of us has been a crystal stair, but we must keep moving. We must keep going. If you can't fly, run. If you can't run, walk. If you can't walk, crawl, but by all means, keep moving.